Hello and welcome. I was just told about Olive, which is a free and open source video editor, which aims to be an alternative to Premiere Pro. Development started May 27th, 2018, at least publicly, and I just downloaded it and I'm gonna just try it. First launch, we get a little pop-up, don't pay for this, and this is still an alpha version. So we see the month and alpha and a version number, or I guess git hash, up here in the title bar. In help about we can also see the, let's call it version, but we cannot copy it, so bug reporting is a bit inconvenient. We can reach the debug log from the help. Interesting, we can copy paste this is nice. Not sure what an action search would be. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's actually more modern than, wow! So I don't know if you know this, but in Blender, for example, you can just press space and then, yeah, let's animation, let's just play rendered animation. We don't have any. Let's just render, OpenGL render. So we have this spacebar menu where we can type what we want to do. This is also very popular in modern text editors, and here we can do the same. Slash, and then I guess import file. So let's import this. Alright, here we are. I'm sure I can also drag in videos. Alright, so now I'm selecting a video. Let's see if we can do anything with that. Timeline window. Oh, I can just hide it. So I can just type slash time enter and slash time enter, and the timeline will disappear and reappear. Did it just change shape? Time. Not so sure. Let me just resize this. Time. Yeah, so there are problems. It changes its height. Alpha version. Let's drag something in and let's... Okay, so it creates a sequence immediately. That is nice. Let's drag in the other video clip. Let's see if we can make transitions. No, it overwrites. So there is no automatic crossfading, for example. Let me just rearrange this. Let's see. Oh, yes. So the key left of 1, the tilde key, this one lets you maximize the currently hovered view. That is a fantastic feature. You do have that in Premiere, and in Blender you can do this with Shift Space, I think. Yes, Shift Space. You can do this here as well. Very modern. Alright, let's see how we make transitions. I'm guessing this looks like a transition. Transition tool. Cross dissolve. Okay. Okay, so let me get this straight. I can T. This is normal. V is normal. Okay, T is what? T. So if I press T, cross dissolve. So if I press V, I get the cursor tool. If I press T, I get to decide which of these fades I want. So let's go for logarithmic fade. I don't understand how to use that, so let's press T again and just cross dissolve, and now we can... I do not understand how I apply this. I try to click, but that doesn't do anything. Okay, V, let's select these, press T, cross dissolve, still nothing. Okay, however, we can multi-select clips. This is already a huge advancement compared to Shortcut currently. Oh yes, we can ripple delete empty space. Let's undo that. Control Z works. Let's see, can we... Whoops, can we ripple delete? Okay, that is unclear. What is this? Ripple tool B. Unclear for me right now. What B does? Alright, let's just ripple delete empty space. Okay, I can drag this up so I can create automatically a new track. That is good. I think Shortcut does not have that. If I press T for transition, cross dissolve, I don't think this works across tracks. Yeah, this doesn't work like that. Enable, disable? Interesting, I can disable clips. Okay, the cut tool is probably accessed by, yeah, C. Razor tool is C. We can make cuts, and back to V, and we can drag stuff around. Alright. Ripple delete empty... Okay, and we have a bug. Let me try it again. Ripple delete empty space. Okay. Control Z at least rescued us, so that was fine. Also, the track we just stopped using got automatically deleted. That is interesting. Not sure I like that, but interesting. Alright, let's add some audio. Over here. Let's drag it in here. So maybe the crossfade is only for audio. Let's make a cut here and move this on... What is... Why am I dragging both of them at the same time? Oh, they were selected at the same time. Okay, let's I don't yet know how to make them snap. Oh, here we go. Magnet snapping with S. So let's extend this to this cut and drag this to this cut. Let's try the transition again, cross dissolve. Nope, this is only for video and not for audio, interestingly enough. But even if it is, it doesn't work. Or I don't know. Oh, okay. So I click, drag, and release. That is different. Transition. Add default transition. Yes, it works. It adds a transition at the beginning and between these. And here maybe? No, I don't think. Here it shouldn't. Oh, it does. Okay, if I zoom in, I see the lines here actually. Let's see if we can make a transition between these two. Add default transition. Yeah, it also works. Linear transition. Can we change this? I guess not. Alright, let's make another cut and drag it a little more and try to add slash transition tool, exponential fade, and drag. So this also works for audio. Nice. Alright, I'm just going to add an overlay and I'm going to try to keyframe that one. Let's move it around at first. So here we have this thing. Let's add a keyframe for position and drag it a little. I guess we can drag it in here. What does that do? Looks like I accidentally keyframed the center position, the anchor. Okay, so this does work. Yeah, it does work. Not sure why this is repositioned now. Wasn't that supposed to be in the center? Alright, let's add a scale keyframing. Let's just set it so I have to actually type in a new window that is different from Premiere or Blender where I can type in this field. Alright, anyways, 200, why not? Was that a little lag? Yeah, there's a little lag there. And it doesn't... Whoops. Oh no. Oh no, how do I fix this? Okay, I can drag the title. Come on. Oof. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't cache automatically, it seems, which would be a drawback to compared to Premiere. This lag, let's look at that again. It will jump. There, it lagged for a second. That just happens all the time. It doesn't get better each time it tries to do this. So that's a thing. Let's add some rotation. Keyframe here and then rotate. I don't know. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, cool. What else? We have this. I guess video and video, we can try that. Let's slash import again. Alright, gonna add this track. Not sure, I think it... Can we zoom in here? Control mouse wheel does not work in here. We can change the display here. That is interesting. Let's drag this in. So this one has an audio track as well. Weird. This audio track does not do anything. Can we get rid of that? Unlink. Alright, cool. And now select this and delete, and we're gonna scale this down. And just put it in a corner there. And I guess I'm gonna add default transitions. I'm still not sure. Can I do this with right click? Add default transition. Indeed I can. Alright, there we go. And default transition here. So far quite stable. No crashes. Very impressive. Alright. Again, the jump lag there. I am impressed. Impressed I am. What else should we try? You let me know in the comments if you want me to try some specific things. And make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be checking out this video editor some more. That is for sure. Let's see, we have a graph editor. This opens this up. I just want this to be on top, please. No, don't snap. There we go. So what is a graph editor? I suppose it's for keyframing, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So I don't get this yet. Oh, reset to default layout. I like that. We have full screen and full screen viewer. I am unable to record this. Alright, so I'm just going to use my phone to show you what happens so you see yourself. Full screen viewer. So this is what I see. And I can hit space, and this is what I see. Meanwhile, OBS just shows a black screen. Alright, we also have full screen, which just removes the window decoration. Very, very nice. We can set in and out point. Let's try that. In, out, enter. Okay, doesn't do anything. Space doesn't do anything. How do we play back only the in-out point? I would like to loop that. Not sure, but we can jump to in point, Shift-I, Shift-O. That is good. We can also use J, K to stop, and L to playback. Double speed. 4 times the speed, I guess? 8 times the speed? This works pretty well. What I wonder is, can we change the scale of this? So we can set the zoom, which I just wanted to fit. I was wondering whether we can change the preview resolution. In Blender it does have a huge effect on the quality, but it does use caching. In this case I'm not sure if caching is used. Speaking of caching, let's go to the preferences and tools preferences. We have general, image sequence formats, thumbnail resolution, waveform resolution. Not sure how to understand that. Can we make it like 512? Some of the changes will require a restart. Would you like to restart now? Oh boy, well let's say yes. What will you do? Will you ask me to save this project, or will you just stupidly abandon it? Alright, this project has changed. Would you like to save it? Let's save it. Check it out, it actually has an auto recovery file in its program path. Alright, let's save this as tux test. And it just restarted. So what about the audio thumbnail? We can increase this. I'm just gonna go back and set this to 64 it was, wasn't it? I should probably delete previews to actually test it, but I'm not that interested right now. It didn't ask me to save, even though I did change some part of the visual display of stuff. Let me just go back to restore default layout, and let's go to some tools, some preferences, some more. Use software fallbacks when possible. I do not understand this, and there's no hover tooltip. Default sequence settings. Let's click this. I hope it doesn't restore defaults without asking me. Alright. Preset, so and so. We can change the frame rate, etc. Interesting. I wonder why default. I guess that is used for image sequences. That's just my guess. Okay, so we have some behavior stuff. Add default effects to new clips. I don't know what default effects are. I guess we can find out later. Yeah, we haven't tried any effects yet. Selecting also seeks. Okay, let's try that. Selecting also seeks. Indeed. It seeks to the beginning of a clip. I do not want that for sure, but it's interesting to have it. Maybe as a modifier key function, that would be cool. Maybe alt-click. Alright, edit tool selects links. I don't know what a link is. Seek to the end of pastes. Sure, when you paste something, you seek to the end. Invert timeline scroll axes. What? Auto scale by default. Scale what? Auto scrubbing? Alright, enable hover focus. Like, how? I do not understand that. Automatically seek to the beginning when playing at the end of a sequence. Okay, I guess when I reach the end and then press space, it goes to the beginning. Sure, why not? Let's look at more preferences. Edit tools also seeks. Not sure what that is. Seek also selects. That is interesting. It selects everything in its way. I've never used such a feature and I don't want to start now. Scroll wheel zooms. What does it do right now? It doesn't do anything. Let's zoom in. Right, so currently scroll wheel does left or right if there is anything left right to move to. So if we just set this to scroll wheel zooms, then this zooms and control scroll wheel moves sideways. I think I'm gonna stick to the defaults. Scroll wheel zooms. Okay, enable drag files to timeline. Sure. Auto seek to imported clips. Okay. Drop files on media to replace. Now that seems a bit advanced. Let's try that out. So what if I replace the logo with a dog? You dropped a file onto a logo. Would you like to replace it with a dropped image file, I mean? Yes, let's try that. The preview is not updated yet. The thingy here, thumbnail is not updated yet. This is updated. Let's seek a little. Alright, and it's updated. So now this happened. That is funny. Alright, let's undo this. It's interesting how it keeps playing while this pop-up shows up. Alright, and now we're back to the logo. That is pretty cool. Let's see what happens if we do this to video clips, because that might be a bit weird. Let's replace this, especially if they're a different length. Oh, and different resolution. So let's undo that. Control Z actually just fixes that. So let's go to Tools, Preferences, and try the Auto Scale. Auto Scale by default. Let's try that. And what if we drag this on this clip, accept this? Right, so it does not scale it in this way at least. So let's scale it up manually. 150, and there we go. and I'll have to do that with these as well. That was weird. The transition didn't really work there. Let's try that again. There's a cross dissolve here, and it didn't work. So how do I remove this? Just delete key? Yeah, delete key works. That worked. So let's try the transition tool, cross dissolve, click and drag, and try if it works. It doesn't work. Let's keep scourging the preferences. We have ask for name when setting marker, whatever. Group files on media to replace, we did that. Let's check appearance. We have olive dark, which is the default. We have olive light. Okay, so we have to restart for that. Let's save a project and restart. Alright, so we have a bright skin, cool. We cannot change this in view, we have to go to tools, preferences for that actually. Appearance, olive light, native. And finally, appearance, native light icons. The icons currently are dark on light, and now they are white on white. That is not good. We're just gonna go to olive light for now. I think I prefer native, this is a bit too grayish. Back to appearance, use native menu styling. Yeah, we're just gonna leave this. We can actually change the CSS of this. The idea sounds awesome. Effect text box lines. Not sure what that is yet. Memory usage. Upcoming frame queue. Yeah, so I'm guessing this is caching of frames before and after the playhead into the memory while you're just somewhere in the timeline. I don't understand this quite yet though. Okay, so we have audio, output device, sample rate. That's fine. And we have keyboard shortcuts which we can change here and search for them, thankfully. I don't know, let's search for default. Okay, this is small. Add a default transition. So Control-Shift-D actually does that. That is awesome. Let's cut this and cut this again. Move this here. And Control-Shift-D. Alright, let's take a look. That didn't quite work the way I expected it. It was supposed to cross-dissolve between the two. So I cannot select the point between the two. That is a feature that Premiere does have. So I actually have to use the transition tool here, which is fine. Yeah, so now it worked. So currently, if we play back and we are zoomed in, it will page auto-scroll. If we disable it, it will be over there on the right somewhere. If we set it to smooth, we will just follow it. Also, when we zoom in on the playhead and not on where we zoom to. I would like to be able to zoom to any area, no matter where the playhead is. Let's export. File, export. Control-M is the shortcut. Control-M. The output folder is unclear. Let's just hit export and see what happens. It actually asks where to export to. This is the folder of Olive. I use the portable version in this case. So let's just export it here. Tux test 1. And here we have a progress bar. This reminds me a bit of KDN Live. There is no Q button, and it's done. The window disappears when it's done. Tux test 1 is over here. Alright, quality is quite low. Quality is quite low. Quality is very low. It actually exported between the in and out point. Can we set the export area? Here, range in to out. Let's do entire sequence instead. MPEG-4 video is what we have per default. And yeah, MPEG-4 is what I want. libx264, that is also what I want. And yeah, I do want to keep these rates, of course. Compression type, quality is what I want. CRF is per usual confusing, but at least there is a tooltip. So what I want here is, I guess, 15. Advanced. Right, that is not for me. Auto threads is good. Yeah, we're gonna go with that audio quality. That's probably higher than needed. And let's try it again. Tux test 2. Well, I'm just gonna skip forward. Oh yeah, this is definitely a thing I would like to be able to see. I want to see how long the export took after the video has been exported. So if there's a log file, we're gonna check the debug log. Right, Tux test 2, the size is much bigger, and the video quality is much better. I think the original was not too good on that one, but here it's good. Even though this is scaled up, this looks quite good. Yeah. And the image also looks kind of smooth, and this looks good too. Alright, I'm happy with this. So changing that one number did have the effect we wanted. Let's see if we can see the render time it took. Help debug log. Some of this is yellow, this is unreadable. And I do not believe that we can actually see how long this took. Couldn't retrieve an appropriate frame. This is an error and may mean that this media is corrupt. This might have to do with me replacing a short video with a longer video or a longer video with a shorter video. I didn't really keep track. Oh, nice. Check this out. We can use this. Okay, so this does not have a shortcut. Let's just press it and then select title, and then we can drag this. Also, we could just press slash and then okay, we cannot do that. Title. Add default transition. That is also not what we can do. Okay, so this thing does not exist in this menu apparently. That's something for the future. So we get sample text over here. We can replace this with tux rules. And it renders really weird. No, it just has this little square in the center, never mind that. How do we get rid of that, I wonder? Let's change the font. How do we change the font? I guess we have to go, yeah, we have to go to edit text, select all. Alright, and let's set the resolution to 144 and bold, please. And okay, alright. And then we have padding, position, shadow. I don't see the shadow. Shadow angle, shadow distance. It should have some default settings, I believe, which you should also be able to change. Yeah, so what I like is a distance of 0 and a softness of something, and opacity, no. So that is nice. Alright, we're gonna select the title clip, Control-Shift-D. Yep, nice, nice, nice. Oh man, this is nice. Okay, so to add effects, I noticed you have to actually press this little button. Not sure I like this menu, but that's how it is. Let's try fisheye. Yeah, we can change that here. Seems to be mostly a zoom with some distortion. Let's add another effect, for example, emboss. Alright, stylize, posterize. Oh, okay, okay. That works well. Let's try that on this image file. Stylize, toonify. No. No, absolutely not. Control Z, stylize, pixelate. Oh yeah. I like that. Let's keyframe these as well. So we're gonna have the horizontal pixels change over time. Let's add a keyframe here and set this to maybe 58. Heck, why not? Let's test this. So you can see it changes over time. Looks like everything is keyframeable. Very nice. Okay, we're going to try some effect on this video at the top right. Distort. Yeah, let's just crop it. We're going to set top crop here, and then at the beginning we're going to set it to maximum. Oh yeah, we can drag like this, and it automatically sets the keyframe, and now we're going to just play back. And we can see the line going up. Woohoo! I am seriously impressed. Alright, let me know in the comments what other things you want me to try out in this video editor, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to make some more videos about this for sure. I will see you in the next one, so make sure to subscribe, and I will see you there. Until then, ciao!